Good morning, Genesis. Continuing on in our Lent devotional, we are in Matthew 9, verses 1 through 17 on today. The interesting thing that there's two um, very important interactions that happen in these verses. One where Jesus heals the paralyzed man, and secondly, in the calling of Matthew. I think there's two things that are very much connected in these two interactions with Jesus, and is that there is an awareness that is needed of our own personal condition that happens before Jesus transforms us. We cannot be transformed by the power of the gospel against our will, against our knowledge, against our understanding of what is happening to us, against the realization and acceptance that I am desperately in need of transformation in my life. This is what happens in the paralyzed man in a very obvious way, because he has a physical condition that is seen by everyone. And Jesus forgives him of his sin, which points to the primary need of his life, for his heart to be transformed, for his life to be transformed, not just physically, but holistically, body and soul. But Jesus transforms him spiritually before he transforms him physically, to point to the fact that he is the one who has the ability, the authority to transform the whole person. And then we see this again in the calling of the disciple Matthew, who was a tax collector. Um, Another person who would be on the margins of society, not because of his financial status, but because of his social political status. And so Jesus calls him as a disciple, dines with him. And the Pharisees, who are also upset at him by the way that he heals the paralyzed man, are upset that he's dining with the tax collector. And Jesus says these very important words: it is not the healthy, but the sick who need a doctor. And that's important for us to know in our own lives, that when we come to Jesus, we acknowledge the sickness of our hearts due to sin, due to our own selfishness, due to our rebellion against God, due to us choosing ourselves over God, choosing ourselves over others often. And God transforms us. He wipes the slate clean, that he makes us new. He begins the process of healing us, of transforming us, of making us more like his son Jesus. I think it's important for us to know that the acknowledgement of our own condition, physically, spiritually, most important, is a primary step in the process of us being transformed by Jesus' saving power. That I know I have come to realize that I cannot save myself. I cannot make myself whole. I cannot become like Jesus outside of the power that he gives me through his perfect life, his death, his resurrection. Allow our hearts to be encouraged by this truth today, that we might lean into him more, knowing that he is the source for our well-being holistically, who we are from the inside all the way out. Have yourself a blessed day. Be encouraged.